Hey guys, how are you doing? So I wanted to come in a little bit earlier tonight because I just got finished doing a guest spot live. So I wanted to hop on while I'm still kind of up and fired and ready to go and talk to you about one of the things that I've seen come up a lot. You guys know we got this big event coming up this weekend, and one of the things as people are registering, I'm asking questions about where they are with their boutique, where they're starting. And one of the most important but most uncomfortable questions, and I get it, is how much money do you have to start your boutique? Like, real talk. We know that boutiques cost money. Retail costs money. It does. So, sometimes we have to deal and face the problem that we don't have that money right now, or we need to figure out how to get that money right now because we just can't get products. You got to have products to sell. We can't get products, or we can't get the site, or we can't get something because we don't have that money right now. So, hey Jessica, how you doing? So I wanted to hop on tonight and talk about that, and hopefully give some people some answers to the question of how do I make money in order to make money. It's almost like how you got to get a degree just to get a job. You got to make a little bit of money to make money. So I've got a lot of different ways you can make money. I'm going to talk today about three, and then I'm going to talk to about one that I keep seeing that I really want to stop seeing. I really want to stop seeing, or I don't want you guys to do, which I haven't seen any of you guys do this, but just in case you were thinking about it, or just in case you saw it and I didn't, or you did it and I haven't seen it, talk about this. So for those who are just joining, share this out because it's going to be good. And I see it looks like my Liveleap is actually working today, so that's good. We finally got Liveleap doing some things. So for those who don't know me, my name is Akila Thompkins-Robinson. I am the owner of this page here, Online Boutique Source, and I help women, a few men too, who want to start and grow their online retail businesses. So we talk about traffic, marketing, and boutiquing. And today we're going to talk about the boutiquing. We're going to talk a little about the business side of it, and just needing to get the capital to start your online boutique. And I'm going to give you guys a link. I should have pulled this up before, but since I'm already on my site, one of the things I also get asked a lot is how much does it cost to start a boutique? And that's a big, it really depends question. And I know everybody hates that answer, but I'm going to drop a link here with a YouTube video I made a couple of years ago, really, really early on, about the cost of starting a boutique and the things you need to consider. So this will give you an idea of how much you need to even get started with the boutique. And then if you need to know how to start a boutique, so you guys know that this weekend, it actually starts on Friday, so we're 3-4 days away. This weekend I am going to be sharing my signature course with you guys, which is the Build the Online Boutique Blueprint, and I'm going to be sharing it for free. All you have to do is register. Go to onlineboutiquesource.com/blueprint live, and you can be in there for the training. But one of the things in the training, we kind of assume you've got a little bit of capital. So I'm going to start talking about going out to wholesalers. I'm going to start about, setting up your site, getting hosting, and all those things that are going to require you to have a little bit of capital to get started with before you even get started. So I want to talk about 3 ways, and let me know if you guys can hear me okay, because I know, my sound sometimes does things, so let me know. 3 ways we can get started with that. So one way, which is one of the ways that this was kind of prompted this today, is selling stuff. And I know that everybody's like, oh, I'm going to sell, what kind of stuff am I going to sell, whatever. We've all got things around our house that we can possibly sell. And you used to have to go to Craigslist or go to eBay or something like that, which is a little bit more involved, and you didn't really know, people and blah, blah, blah. But now, and I don't know if you guys have seen this. Let me see if I can pull this up on my phone, because I live on this new thing. Like, it's funny because I just brought a jewelry armoire that I've been wanting for a while. I just brought it for a really good price today. Have you guys seen this? Let me make sure I'm in my phone. Can you guys see that? Have you guys seen this? If you've got the Facebook app, that little awning thing down there is where you can make money. So what this is Facebook now has a Facebook marketplace. And what the Facebook marketplace is, it's Craigslist right on Facebook. And it's popping in there. You guys see all the stuff that's on here? It is popping in here. I'll show you guys what I just brought today. Let me see if it's still up. So one of the best ways to make money is start going through your stuff, especially if you have kids. And I'm gonna tell you, I didn't realize this until I became a toddler mom. And this summer alone, oh, they've already taken it down. Darn it. This summer alone, I brought my son one of those the plastic car thingies. I brought him a tricycle thingy. I brought him all this stuff right here on the marketplace. And I'm gonna show you guys. I did send a picture to my mom. So I literally just brought this today. Can you guys see that? That armor? I brought this today. So this person just made $100 today because I brought this. And she just told me it was, something that was in her house. It was too late to return it. And so she put it online. So one of the first things is go through your house and see the stuff that you don't want anymore, that you don't need anymore. If you have kids, the things they're not using anymore. I've seen people selling clothes. I've seen people selling toys. Even if you've got inventory that's not moving. Now, what I'm going to tell you is don't put up your wholesalers, the wholesalers pictures and make it look all like you're a store, but on the marketplace. No, this is for the clothes laid out on the bed, and they want people, what they want people to look like. It does better when it looks like it's somebody's stuff that they're just trying to sell. People look more when they think it's a business. They think they're going to get business prices, and they don't really look at it. So that's my kind of tip for selling on there. But a good way to make money, get some real quick cash, get a couple of $100, get $1,000, is to literally go through your stuff and see what people would buy and try to sell it. And some people, you put it up there. Some things will go quick. Some things will go not so quick. I would actually pay attention to what other people are selling. So like, say if you're going to sell, like I've got my mic over here. Now my mic's not going anywhere, but actually I could sell this mic because I have another mic too. So, if I wanted to sell my mics, but I've got the mic, I would go and pay attention to other people who are selling mics. I put mics in there and you can kind of see the pricing, and you see how quickly they're getting snatched up, and that'll help you determine where to price yours. So the best place to start selling stuff, like start getting some money, is to start selling stuff. And you can still, so then I'm telling you, Facebook Marketplace is popping, but you can still put it on Craigslist. You can still put it on eBay if you want to ship it. You can still do those things as well. But the best place to get money is really, getting back some money you already spent. I know like I said, we've all got stuff in our houses, or even in our closets. We've all got stuff that's like, I don't need this anymore. I haven't used this in a while. Go on and sell that stuff. It's okay. I promise. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Yolanda. I see you guys just joined. The second way, and if you guys have questions, drop them in here. You know how that goes. I only see one share in this thing. Can anybody tell me if this shared into my groups correctly or not? I was thinking that Liveleap was doing right, but maybe Liveleap is not my thing yet. So let me just check and make sure that my retailpreneurs are on it, because I get this question a lot. So I should see a lot of people in this thing. So, okay, I see my retailpreneurs got it. Let me make sure my Blueprint Live folks got it. Who's in the Blueprint Live group already? You guys in there yet? Make sure you guys get in there. Make sure you get in there by Friday. Everything is going down in, okay, so that's where it didn't share to. I knew somebody didn't get this. It didn't share to the Blueprint Live group. Everything's going down in the Blueprint Live group. So if you're registered for Friday, make sure that you get into the Blueprint Live group, because that's where it's all going down. So let me share this there, because this is really what they need the most, because they're just getting started. Facebook literally hates me with this sharing deal. Bear with me, guys. And then my computer's going super slow. I hope I'm not cutting up on you. Okay. All right, cool. So we should be good in the group. All right. Sorry, guys. Hey, Barbara, how you doing? So the next thing I have on here is sell services. And what I mean by sell services is that there are lots of people out there, lots of businesses out there. If you're in any of these groups, if you're in like the bigger groups, there are people who are asking for things like, hey, I need somebody to, I'm looking for a VA. Hey, I'm looking for somebody to, post things on social media for me. Hey, I need somebody to just write blog posts for me. And they're willing to pay for those. Even, and I saw this in Arch's group a couple of weeks ago, even going to local businesses like, hey, to your pizzeria, do you need somebody to just post in your social media? And it doesn't have to be something that you do long term, unless it's something you really like. And it doesn't have to be, you're thinking, okay, well, I'm not a graphic designer, or I'm not a web designer, I'm not, super technical with these things. Some people just need people to do stuff for them, like get things off their hands. Like my VA, Mo, you guys have seen her in my different groups. She posted in the groups for me and helps me with the community. She sets up some different things, and I've trained her on, like, here's how to do the email, here's how to do this, here's how to do that. So I, gave her the training and stuff, and she makes extra money that way. Anyone can do that. I would say if you're gonna do that, you don't have to, like, spin up a whole other business. You don't need another logo. You don't need another website. Just when you see people asking, I need a VA, or anybody have any ideas about VA, or talking about struggling with something, hit them in the inbox. Inbox them and say, hey, I can do that. I've got 4 weeks, so give yourself a timeline. I've got 4 weeks. I charge such and such an hour, and I can definitely post to all your social medias. If somebody talks about they're about to launch time is a lot of times, especially coaches and course creators, they need extra support in their business for that period of time. So somebody to kind of keep on top of the help desk stuff, or keep on top of their groups while they do the help desk stuff. That's times when you can slide right in and say, hey, I can help you with that. I can help take this load off your hands, and you can make some money. And that's a good way to make money, make extra money for your business. Blog posts. If you write, like blogs, you can help to write a blog for somebody. And not a blog like a guest post blog where now you're going to get a link back to your site. That's a whole other level of blogging. You're blogging about what you want, and you're doing it more for your name to get out there. This is just like ghostwriting, where you're going to do a blog post. You'll research whatever the topic they say. Hey, I need somebody, like, actually, I'm looking for somebody to do a blog post now on something to do around business cards and sharing business cards. And, I'm going to get a blogger. They're going to write about business cards. They're not going to get their name on it or anything, but hey, they're going to get paid. So, you got to choose name or paid. But that is a really good way in order to get some money up there, because you can get paid good deal per article. And some of the time, and some of you guys may not even think, oh, I can do that. You absolutely can. Think about how much you type on different groups and different posts here on Facebook. If you put all those sentences together, you've probably got a 200 to 300 word article. If not a 500 word article, for those of us who spend a lot of time online and answer a lot of questions and just real prolific. I do this sometimes. I have to pull my own self back, like, that could have been a blog post. Make that a blog post. So you can do that kind of thing. If you do, Instagram a lot, or you've gotten Canva down and done some work. So just by the act of bringing up your business, you're also growing your skills. And you can use those skills that you're growing and growing your business. You can use those skills to also help you make a little bit of extra money to, again, create capital and get money for your business. And again, I'm not telling you need to spin up a whole business. You don't need a logo. You don't need its own page. You don't need all that. All you need is to make connections with people. Hi, how are you doing? I saw you were looking for somebody. I can possibly help you. You can ask them how much it pays. You can tell them how much you want to get paid. Make those connections and, get hired. just get hired. It does not have to be like super difficult or anything like that. So that's another way to make money. Anyone on here done any of these things so far? So we talked about selling your stuff. And I suggest Facebook Marketplace because it is the new Craigslist, but better. It's like the new Craigslist and then the old, like, remember how eBay used to be popping and they put them together, and now it's on Facebook, and it's just, stuff is flying. I know stuff is flying because even when I'm a shopper on there, as we know, even when I'm trying to buy things, people are telling me either it's gone, like I missed out on some sets that I wanted. Even the jewelry armoire that I did get today, when we were conversing back and forth, she was like, well, let me know if you're definitely going to come get it, because someone else was already there to come get it. Like somebody else was already in her inbox and wanted to have it, wanted to get it. So definitely, you got stuff around your house. If you got things, good things, like don't be trying to just give people a piece of paper, but stuff that you like or like at a time, someone else is going to like it and love it and stuff too. So that's another thing. The next one that I have on here, like I said, I have a lot of other suggestions. So somebody's going to talk about Uber. Somebody's going to talk about, different events. People are going to talk, there's lots of different ways to make money. These are just 3 that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. So the next thing is sell locally. Especially if you've already gotten your product in and you've already gotten a couple of things and, you've got a folding table somewhere, sell locally. Don't be afraid to go to a park. And I know, don't get arrested, y'all. They're going to say, well, you need a permit. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you can slide in and get a couple of sales. Or like the guys, and I don't know where everybody lives, but where I live, you can go to certain gas stations, you can get a Mother's Day gift. It's a little humbling, but it definitely will make you some money. And a weekend or two, someone was just in another group saying that they made like $1,000 on the weekend, at an event. You can kind of make your own event. I've seen people write like in front of their houses if they've got hello from Seattle, hey, so, in front of their houses, if you've got a good number of traffic coming through and, selling right there. Like in my town, they do require, even if you're doing like a yard sale, they require like a permit, which is like $50. So $50 to do a yard sale, and you got like 3 dates you can do. So imagine if I sold t-shirts or if I sold clothes and I, paid my little $50, got my table, set my stuff out there. If I sold, especially if you do like soaps and bath and body products or candles, put that stuff on the table and sell it. Sell it. You don't even have to put your business name on it. So people don't even need to know that this is the business selling it. Just sell it. Sell locally. Don't be afraid to talk to people locally. Don't be afraid to go to your local sororities, your local NAACP, your local church, and don't be afraid to go to those places and say, hey, can I set up a table? Hey, can I do this? It doesn't have to be an event. It doesn't have to be like super formal. Again, and you can tell them, I'm raising money to start my business. And here's how I'd like to raise money to start my business. Are you able to let me have a space? If you have, like around here, we have a lot of VFWs and what else do they call them? But the whole places, and they'll let you sometimes come out in the parking lot on a Friday or a Saturday or something like that and sell right from their parking lot. And because they have people coming into their facility, it all works out. So don't be afraid to go and make those local connections and start making those local sales. You don't have to do it a lot. It does not have to become your new career. It does not have to become a new way that you're, now going to sell your products, but it is a way to make that money fairly quickly. And the good thing about that is that you're also going to talk to customers, talk to people who could be potential customers. So, you get some market research done in there at the same time. So those are my 3 ways to sell stuff. Three ways to make money. Sell your stuff on the marketplace. Sell your services because you've got skills and you can use them. Sell locally, don't be afraid to put some stuff out there and just sell it. Now, I also wanted to talk about the one big way not to make money. And ironically, I see people doing this more than I see people doing any of the 3 ways that I just talked about. Any of the 3 ways that I know are profitable, I see more people doing this. And anyone want to guess what that is? Anyone want to guess? Anyone? I'm going to look for guesses. Hey, Angela in Delaware. I see Yolanda's here. Oh, the marketplace. Madeline's in Seattle. So let me know if you guys want to guess. And I'll tell you. So if those you guys don't want to guess yet. GoFundMe. Oh, Keita, that's a good one too, Keita. Debt. I see debt too. I see a lot of people, I need to take out a bank loan. I'm going to tell you, banks don't like to give loans. That's a good one too. I'm going to go there first before I talk about GoFundMes. Banks don't like to give loans, especially to like online businesses and really, really, really getting started businesses because they want to make sure they want to like kind of have like a business plan behind it, a solid business, and they're just not too sure bank wise about online businesses. I can tell you and I've actually switched accountants, and every accountant is like, you make money doing what? Are you sure you make money doing this? I had my my other accountant. I was with him for years, and he's an older accountant. And because one of the ways I make money, if you guys don't know, is from affiliates and from like Google ads and stuff like that. Like Google ads where they pay me, not the ones where I pay them. And so I had a what is it, 1099, but one of slips from Google that says, hey, 1090. So one of slips from Google that says, hey, we paid you money and you got to claim it on your taxes. And I gave it to him, and he really looked at me like, why is Google paying you and you not paying them? Because he's used to paying Google. I'm like, well, because I sell ads. And so he just could not get why Google was paying me money. It was really, really funny to me at least. So I had to explain it. He's like in his 60s, so I get it. And not knocking my folks in the 60s, but he was like not the internet type of guy. But yes, banks don't really like startup companies. They not startup, online kind of companies, because they just don't get it yet. They just don't know if it's profitable. They just don't know if it's just something somebody's going to leave and, leave with all this debt. So yes, debt, I would definitely say, is one way. Madeline, credit cards, although if they're your credit cards, if you're responsible with your credit cards, I'm not going to say that's a horrible thing to do, but I would not take out special business loans. And definitely make sure you're responsible with your credit card. Like, give yourself a timeline, give yourself a budget, that kind of thing. I like these other ways better because this does not require you to come up with money. And Yolanda, yes, so GoFundMe is the one that I see a lot. And not just GoFundMe. I've seen GoFundMes. I've seen people just straight up like, send me $5. I've seen people like, and even getting mad at people like, no one wants to help me start my business, that type of thing. And here's why I don't like it. It's not other people's jobs to support your business. This is something you want to do. This is something you're super passionate about. Other than like, I'm going to say it's not anybody else's job to start your business. And if you do have people, so like if I'm going to ask my husband for money, or even ask my sister for money, or my mother for money, I'm not going to do it on Facebook. I'm going to have that conversation on the phone. I'll have maybe via text message. I might wait till Thanksgiving dinner to pass the hat. But the moment you have to take it onto Facebook, that tells me that you probably shouldn't be asking for money, because you don't have the people that's just going to give you the money if you've got to ask on Facebook. So that's one. And I'm sorry if it's the harsh reality for some people. Like, yeah, Facebook is really not the place. The other reason why I really don't like it is because, as opposed to GoFundMe for illnesses and funerals and other stuff like that, not that I'm supporting those, but you're literally asking people to give you something so you can make money from it. Most people are going to look at you like, how does that work out? That's like, pay my rent so I can live in the house. That just doesn't, I'm actually going to talk about Kickstarter in a minute. I feel like you need to work. Yeah. Like, how do they know that they're even giving you money? If you can't raise the money to start your business, how are you going to do in business? Because that's big. And we're not talking about venture capital startups and stuff like that. That's a different thing. And again, you would be talking to them directly, not a big message on Facebook. Definitely not a GoFundMe page. So I'm not for, pretty much the begging to start your business. The other thing is, okay, so once you get this money, so let's say you do have the real generous friends and everybody does send you some money and you do get your business up, you're going to then turn around and try to sell them stuff. How crazy is that? So now that I've got my business up, now I'm going to want you to support and buy from me. And most people aren't going to do that. Most people are like, I already supported it and helped you get here. Now you got to do the next thing. And it just puts a negative connotation. You don't want the first time people to hear about your business, people to experience your business, to be you trying to raise money and begging up for your business. Like, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work in the mind of the buyer. It doesn't give them the comfort that their products are going to show up when you ship it to them, because they don't know how much money you have, because they think you're broke now because you just got off from GoFundMe. Like, the whole thing. And even if, and I've actually seen this happen to people like 2 or 3 times, definitely 2, and I think there's a third one, where they GoFundMe like years ago. and either they didn't take it down or GoFundMe didn't take it down. I don't know what it was, but now they were doing a little bit better. Now they had a business running. Someone Googled them, and now they see this GoFundMe page. How am I going to feel secure about a business when I know that's pretty much how you start? Like, you couldn't start, but now you want me to order from you. Like, it's just not going to work for most people. So I don't want you guys to do GoFundMe. Please don't do GoFundMe. Now, Kickstarter, I actually feel a little bit differently about. And here's why I feel differently about Kickstarter. Because Kickstarter is not about getting people to just give you money. Kickstarter is actually about you promising something. And this is, if you're going to do something like this and crowdfund your business, this is the only way I think you should do that. Is you're telling people that I'm going to create this, and you're going to get a dress, you're going to get a shirt, you're going to get 5 shirts, you're going to get, a meeting with the celebrity, you're going to get these things. I do Kickstarters. We've got products. Actually, we've got these they're called power cubes, where they have like USB ports and plugs and stuff on there. Really cool thing. We got them on Kickstarter. De La Soul did last year, and I'm a huge De La Soul fan, for you guys who don't know. De La Soul did a Kickstarter for their latest album, and from that I got a signed De La Soul album. I've got a signed De La Soul t-shirt and some other De La Soul stuff. When what's his name? The Reading Rainbow guy, when he did Kickstarter for that, I paid big money to get my son a full collection of Reading Rainbow. But I wasn't paying, Reading Rainbow, I felt like I was supporting them. They allowed to. But I wasn't paying necessarily for just to give them money. I was getting something from that. And that feels so much different to people when they're going to get something, even if it's not right now. I have another friend who has she's a fashion designer. She's been New York Fashion Week, blah, blah, blah. When she did some of her first collections, she did a GoFundMe, and she promised you lookbooks and different things, and not the digital, like a real nice, like coffee style, like a book. She was going to produce a book. She did that. I had another friend who was creating a movie. He promised you movie posters and other things like that. So there's a way to ethically, or next say ethically, next say is not ethically, but there's a good way to beg for money. Let's say it like that. And I would say, if you're gonna do something, Kickstarter's a good way. Kickstarter requires some work. You got to come up with what you're gonna give people. And 10% off later on, not to give. Don't say I'm going to give people 50%, like 10%, 50% off later on. You want to give them tangible something. Create a t-shirt. Even if it's not a t-shirt you're going to sell in your store, but create a t-shirt. Do people want to get this t-shirt? Create an experience. I know one girl a couple years ago, she wanted to get a license, and she was an esthetician. She wanted to get her license in a specific technique. And she wanted to do a GoFundMe for a Kickstarter, not GoFundMe, do a Kickstarter so she can get her license for the specific technique. And we were coaching her on this, and me and someone else, we were coaching her on this. And what we came up with was offer the services. Once you get this, now they're going to be able to come into, she had a retail location, come into your location and get this service. Once she had some products, you're going to be able to get this, scrub or whatever it is. So she can get her certification that she needed, and the people were actually going to get a piece of that. So they were going to get some benefit to that. And we worded her Kickstarter not buy my stuff, but hey, I'm bringing this new service to our town, because it was like an area where nobody did this type of service. So now we're going to have a professional in our area who does this, and pretty much how her doing this benefited the rest of them and benefited everyone else. The world is about, what can you do for me? And when you're doing sales, the first thing you need to know is that you need to tell people, what can you do for them? And that's kind of what Kickstarter does. And you want to word it that way. How is this going to help you? What are you going to get out of it? Not just me as the business, I'm going to be able to start my business, because that's not that enticing to many people. If I've got money to help somebody else start their business, I should probably be starting my own and maybe hire them because they need the money, so, and people think that way. You guys, I'm telling y'all, like, truth. It's what people think. When people see this, these are the things that they're talking, like, girl, you see her trying to start her business and she want me to give her money. I can start my own business, and if I gave her money and she can come work for me. I promise you somebody's saying that when they see the big GoFundMe page, and they see the big, send me this type of thing. So those are my 3 ways to start a business for those who weren't here before. And if you've not already, share this out so people can see the replay. If you're not already going to join us and you're not already registered to join us this Friday, we're going to be starting our Build an Online Boutique Blueprint Live videotaping. I'm pretty excited about this. You want to go to onlineboutiquestores.com/blueprint live, and you can register. Once you register, it's going to give you fill out a little survey, you get the information, get in the group. Everything's going to be in the group. I've already got questions in there. We did hit the 100, so for those who are in the group, woohoo, we hit the 100, so that means I'm also giving you guys the new content workbook, the website content workbook, which is the guide to what should be inside of your website. So you guys are going to get that, and that's something that you're going to be able to download and take with you wherever you go. So we did hit the 100, but still share. We want more, right? We want as many people as possible. So quick recap, the 3 ways is to sell your stuff. Facebook Marketplace is gold. Yeah, 100 people. And they're not all in the group yet, so we're waiting for them to get in the group. But we do have 100 people on the list, so that's what I promise you guys. Once we get 100 on the list, it's up to them to join the group and get the actual training. But we got 100 people on the list. So first thing is to sell your stuff. Next thing is to sell services. You guys all have a talent. Every single one of you have something that you can do that someone is willing to pay you to do. Whether it's what you do at work right now, whether it's what you're doing on Facebook every day, businesses need help. Just put yourself out there to help them, and you can get paid for that. Sell locally. So like I said, setting up something and just here, I'm here, ride by, buy some stuff. So setting up your business locally. And then the now 2 ways, since we got another one, 2 ways that you should not is trying to go into debt and take out loans and that type of thing to start a business. You're going to spend more time trying to start a loan than you would any of these other things, trying to just getting out there and getting the money. And 2, my big one is don't beg to start your business. I actually gave you guys the 4th way of how to use Kickstarter efficiently to do it, but don't beg to start your business. I promise you, people, it just sets a whole negative tone. You're just starting your business off with people shaking their head. And not just me, but people you actually know, people you want to be your customers later on down the line, people you're going to say, well, she's not supporting me. And, and it's probably a whole nother live, but be conscious of what you share and what you say, what you talk about your business online and in all these online spaces, especially as you're growing it. It's easy to start venting and griping and all this other stuff. People read that. And in a few months, you're going to want those same people to be your customers. And I promise you, they're going to remember she couldn't get started. She barely liked her this. Her website was crap. She just struggled. Is this really someone I want to give my money to? We don't see Macy's or Express or Monique C or, any of the places that we give our money to regularly. We don't see them griping online about this, that, and the other thing. And believe me, people think about that when it's time to actually give their money, because parting with money is hard for people. Getting that trust up is hard. If they already are thinking that this business may not be around for the next 3 days or 3 weeks, then they're not going to want to spend their money with you. And it's going to make it, they're not going to want to share you because they don't know what you might say, embarrass, the next person. So think about all those things when you're, and I'm not saying don't ever have a gripe or an argument about anything, but when it's about your business, when it's about how you run your business and how you're doing your business, just think, who else could be listening to this? That's why I like private groups. That's why we have a private group. Come vent in the private group. Keep off your page, because that's where people are going to be reading and stuff. So another tip for you guys. So, all right. Madeline says she's super excited for this. Thank you for giving us ideas. Yes, I listened to your podcast last night. Thank you. Did you like it? I love Expert Secrets. If you guys don't know, actually, okay, I still have some down here. So the Vault members are they're actually shipping out right now, are getting copies of Expert Secrets. So next month, we're actually going through, I'm actually teaching online secrets expert secrets for online retailers, because all of the Vault members, when they joined this round of the Vault, and the Vault is my other product for businesses that are already open, they all got a copy of the expert secrets. And I think I'm gonna do that pretty regularly, like do a book and kind of talk about it and then give it to my members, because we need this stuff. There's so much education right in a book. And this one is definitely full of nuggets, and full of nuggets for retailers, which is always what I'm looking for. So if you listen to the podcast, my last podcast episode was all about expert secrets. So definitely listen to that as well. All right. So you guys have any other questions? Everybody got ideas? We got 3 days before we get the training. We are going to get these boutiques up and popping. Who's going to have holiday sales? Can you believe I'm 36 and listening to podcasts? Well, that's good. I'm 38. I listen to podcasts too. So yes, I'm opening you up to a whole new stuff, right? So that's pretty good. I'm really excited to help you along with this journey, and thanks for trusting me with this. So I'll talk to you guys later. We will be talking in the groups on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. My lives will probably be really super short because I'm going to be live for 3 hours teaching the Blueprint Live. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.